everyone, Nikki here, Smurfy161. So Kylie Coo really liked the napkin card that I did, and she asked if I would show how to make it. So that's what I'm going to try my best to do. I will just say I'm very dyslexic, so I'm going to do the best I can. So first of all, you need, because this is the size I'm doing, you can do it any size, and it comes out, let me just grab this one. So this is the one that I did at my class, and it comes out that size once it's all done. I'm not doing Christmas this time, I want to do something a bit different, so I'm doing like a birthday one. Yeah, so you need to start off with your card at 28 by 28 centimetres. And then I'm using the Hugie board, and you need to score at 7 and then turn it. I mean, you can do 7 and 21, but I find it easier just to stay on the 7 and then turn again. So you do this on all 4 sides. And my card stock weight is, what was it, 250. I got it off the off eBay because I didn't have any card to do this size. So 7 again. So then once you've done that, sorry, I've got the instructions here because it's only my second time doing this. I've got the instructions from my class. So then, so I'll just say that again. You get your card, and it's 28 by 28 centimetres, and you score at 7 centimetres on each side. I don't know if it's going to show because it's a white card, but you then end up with, yeah, you can just about see it, like a square in that corner. So then you get a pencil, and then you make a mark on every side at 14 centimetres. Yeah, so just a little pencil mark. You don't have to worry about rubbing it out either because it will be covered up when you put your paper on. What did I say? Yeah, I did say 14, didn't I? See, I'm even confused myself now. So we've got one more side to do. Right, so I've marked all my 14 centimetres, and then you score diagonally on each of the small corners from 7 centimetre mark. So I've got to get my head straight. So where you made those little marks, you then line up. Yeah, I'm sure. Sorry, I'm just going to have a little read of the instructions. So just, yeah, it's all right. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, so score where that little pencil mark. So you score down there, and then where you've got that square that you made, that little square, you also score down there, and you do that on every side. So line up your pencil line again, and on my Hugie I put a great big black mark down the middle, so I knew, so if I did want to do anything like this, I knew I had a line to measure it up on. Let's get down there. Sorry, I go quiet when I'm doing something like this. So you've got your pencil marks again. I hope I'm explaining this all right. Any questions, ask me, and I will do my best to explain. But there's loads of videos out there, but as Kylie asked me, and she's the mod on my Saturday Night Live, I thought, yeah, I'll do it for Kylie. And then pencil lines again. Just line that up. one, and lastly the little square again that you're making in half, so you end up with your 2 triangles. Right, I'm just going to move that out of the way because I don't need that anymore. So then, let's just make sure we're in frame. So then what you want to do is fold that one in, so just your side, and then fold that side in and burnish that. Open it out, turn it, and then do that one and that side. So that's your long sides. And then I've got to have a little read because I can't remember it all. So I'm just trying to remember it all, and then I think you turn it over and fold that triangle in, that triangle in, and then you fold this one in, that triangle in, but you want to make sure you burnish it really well. Sorry for that sound. And then this one. And then this one. So you sort of then come a bit like that, and then you fold. Yeah, so I won't be offended if I haven't explained it well and you want to look at another video, but so then you come like that, and then you turn it over. This is the fun bit, so your origami bit. And sorry, I'm trying to get it so I can think. Oh, crumbs, my brain. So that comes in like that. That goes like that. It should automatically fold how it's meant to. Oh, crumbs, why am I having so much trouble? Why on camera? I had trouble at the class when I did this. Right. Once it's all done, it's fine. It's just getting it to go how it's meant to. And then that folds back there. So something's gone wrong. Ah ha ha. So it will go eventually like so. So you fold it in, so then you end up with your triangles like that. So it will eventually just go, and then turn it over and burnish all of this down. So yeah, give it a real good burnish, and then that folds like so. Mine's a little bit crumpled there, but it'll be covered up. So that's like the base of your card. And then I've just got to get, I can't do it because I've got the timer on my phone. I'll get this one out. So I'm just going to get this one out because it'll help me explain as well. So your belly band is really simple, which I will go into in a minute. But your card, let me move this one out of the way and then I can explain. So when you unfold it again, your triangles, so I'll give the sizes for that in a minute. You need to make sure you've got 2 matching on this one, and then different there, and you've got large triangles there, but it looks better with different coloured paper. But I would say do it from the same set, unless you're using plain coloured paper and you want your colours to go together. But if you're using pattern paper, make sure it's from the same pack, and then you know it will all go together. So that's what it will look like when it's done. And then if you want, you can either write on the back or put a bit of paper inside, and let me get it up the right way for you. and then a little card in the middle and stamping it. I haven't done anything in there because I'm not sure who I'm going to give this one to yet. So I'm going to put that to one side, and I will give you the paper sizes to make your triangles. I've already cut mine just to save on time. So I'm just reading what's here because it's easier. Using decorative papers which complement each other, decorate your card. Cut one piece 13 by 13 centimetres. I'll just say that again so you can write it down. I will try and put it in the more box, excuse me, but if I forget, I'll just say it again. So cut one piece 13 by 13 centimetres, which you cut diagonally, then cut each triangle in half, so you end up with 4 large triangles, which are these ones here. Then you need to cut 2 pieces 12 by 12 centimetres, so that's 12 by 12 centimetres, cut diagonally, then half, and then half again, so you end up with 16 small triangles, so these ones. And then, yeah, so let's get on with that bit and I'll show you that. Right, I need this the right way. So I need to, I hope you're seeing okay, because I need to look at this one, so I might just move that a smidge because otherwise I'm going to make a mistake. So I'm going to unfold my card, and I'm going to do my large triangles first. I would say it's best to use, sorry, I've got to find it, a wet glue for this, because with it being triangles you really want to make sure you get into that. And I'm using, let me just get the paper pad I'm using. Oops. So I'm using first edition Mulberry Kisses, so it's quite like vintagey and I'd say very Laura Ashley sort of theme. So I'm using that paper pad, just in case you wanted to know. I don't know if it's still current or not. I'm just making a real mess in my craft room. Right. Let's put that there for now. So yeah, I would say definitely use a wet, helps if I open it. I'm not with it at all. Getting off to sleep at 3:30, 2 o'clock in the morning is not funny. And then I just put a little bit and spread it out with my fingers. So I'm just rolling that off, and then that goes. I was going to ink the edges and it's too late now. I can ink the edge of my card. Right, so that's gone there. So let's turn this round, get another one, make sure I've just got one piece. So I hope this has made sense to you all. It's difficult when you're dyslexic, but at least I've got it written down from my class. But like I said, I won't be offended if you go and look at somebody else's video to see how to do it. It's not that tricky. I thought it was really tricky when I saw it at my class. I was like, oh my god, I'm never going to be able to make that. But once it was broken down, it was like, oh, that's not too difficult actually. It's just making sure you've got your folds right and stuff like that, so it's not too bad really. Oh, I didn't put enough on that one. Too much on the other one and not enough glue on this one. Yeah, I don't often do tutorials. I do worry a bit because with being dyslexic, I do worry how to explain things, so that's why I don't really do them. Right, that's going to go there, but I think it's such an effective card, so I definitely will be making some more of these in the future. I won't go mad on them though, because the card that I brought wasn't A3 card where I got it from, wasn't overly cheap. I got 25 sheets for £9, so I know I could do it smaller, but I couldn't work out how to do the measurements, so I thought I'd just stick to the one that's already there. So we've got that one. Right, so those are those bits. I haven't done anything for the middle because I'm not sure what I want to do yet. I'm not sure if I want to put a bit of paper in there and stuff, so I'll think about that another time. Right, so you have your triangles, and if you're using pattern paper, you want to try and have them in pairs, so the pattern, luckily this pattern's not too bad, will line up. So I'll just do this side, and then I'll come back once I've done it all, because I'm only gluing bits and it's roughly, you've got the idea now, I think. Yeah, I'm sure you don't want to see me sit and just glue. So I'll just go through it again before I go gluing. So I'll keep this here so you can pause it, and then you can see how you do your papers. So on this side you have one pattern, then you have a different pattern there, then you have what was there, and then you do the other pattern there. So you sort of make sure this, I'm trying to explain it, make sure this bit matches, and then these bits are different to that side there. So I'll just, yeah, so you can pause it and see how you would do yours. And I will see you in a bit once I've finished gluing. So see you in a bit. Bye. Okay, I'm back. So I've glued all my bits down. I'm just going to give the nozzle a clean on my glue, otherwise it won't want to come out next time. So I've finished with that. So this is what it'll look like once you've glued all your pieces on. So just to refresh, you need to make sure that these two match. So you sort of need to, once you've cut them, you need to put them in pairs. I didn't think you'd want to see me doing that. So I've done, so you've got your squares here, so where my two thumbs, yeah, where my hands are, so you've got those squares like that, and then you need to make sure that this square and this square are a pair, and they go across from each other, if that makes sense. And then you've got your large ones, and now I'm going to come on and do the middle. So I've cut this 13 by 13. This was 12 by 12, so I'm just going to put that in the middle, and it's all from the same paper pad. I was going to use the butterflies, but they get covered up too much. And also I thought the purple picks out the purple in that one. So I'm just going to get some tape to pop in. And like I said, I won't stamp in the middle because I'm not sure if it'd be a birthday card or, you know, thank you, get well or whatever. So I'm going to leave it blank till I actually need it. So like I said again, well, like I'm going to say again, I hope this all made sense. And you know, I won't be offended if you go and look at somebody else's video. If you've got any questions, please ask, and I will do my best to answer them. And I will read through the instructions again, so you've got a note of it. So that's going to go in the middle. That's the only downside. You do lose part of the pattern. Right, so I'm going to move that to one side. Let's put that up there for now. And then your belly band. So I would put it together first. So I've cut this 3 centimetres wide. This I have done a little bit wider just for that, and then that's my message that go on top. I did it wrong because I actually wanted to do it that way, but I ended up doing it that way, so yeah, bit of a wally. So I'm just going to get some tape and overlap these a bit, because you will need 2 strips, and you will cut a bit off and stuff like that. So let's get that bit of tape off. So that goes like that, and then you get your card back and hopefully fold it all in. Like I said, when I'm on camera, I can't get it to go how I want. I know, I'll get there, I'm not going to be beaten. Right, so once you've got your card folded down, you need to get your belly band and turn it over. Let's just make sure I am filming, yes. And roughly, don't do it too tight obviously, because you need it to go over. And once you've worked out where you want to go, scissors, where you roughly want to go, you can, because you'll stick 2 bits together. So I don't know, my brain's gone blank. So I'm going to cut that off, because I don't want that bit. In fact, I don't want it at all. And then come over a little bit with this. So you get the idea. If you've done belly bands before, because I'm making a pig's ear of this. I was fine when I was practicing, because I did a practice one, but I didn't have the right sort of card, so it looked a bit, what's it? So if I fold that, just like I said, you want enough room to go round, but you don't want all that great big bit. So I'm going to do it like that. I will keep that bit because it'll be handy to stamp a message on. So let's get this off, because I've got really hot now. So lightly fold it and then bring that bit down there. And yeah, I'm sure we put it together and then added. Do you know what? I'm dithering now. Sorry about that, camera malfunction. So yeah, the belly band, you glue 1 bit together there, and then get your other bit once you've measured roughly how much you want round there. And if you can get the tape off, I've cut all my nails, so it's a bit of a pain for peeling things off. Wrap, stick that to there, and then you will need 2 strips of paper. And like I said, I've gone a little bit wider. So and then you want to make sure your next join is round the front bit where your message will cover it up. So I'm just going to get some tape and pop down there. Not very well, my hands have gone all shaky and stuff. I need a drink, so I'm going to make one of my fruit smoothies. Like so, and then I think I've made a bit of a boo-boo. And then that will come around there, and then I don't know, why is my belly band gone all funny? So I'm just going to look at this one and see if I can work out. For some reason, my bit of paper, because I think that was all 1 bit from, I can't see now. I know I've done it wrong, so. Right, let's take this off. In fact, I'll be back in a bit once I cut some new bits of paper out. See you in a bit. Right, I think I've got the belly band sorted. It's not perfect, and I'm sure you'll do a much better job. So I've got my bit of white card, so I've got a join there, and then I've got my bit of paper which I've done a smidge wider. So I'm going to stick that to there, so there's only like 1 join that needs to be covered up. So that will come round like that, and then I will, obviously the right way up, stick that onto there, and that will be my belly band done. And I said I didn't know what I was going to give it for, but it's obviously birthday. So I'm just going to get some tape and put in the middle bit there. So I've sort of lightly folded it round the white bit of card so I knew where my tape was going to go. Sorry for the mistakes, but you know, I am only human. And we all do it. And like I said, I did practice off camera and there were a couple of mistakes with that, so I didn't do that video. So that is going to go there. And I need to put some tape this end. And I hope you've seen everything okay. I've tried to get in angle as best I can. I'll just come in a little bit more, that's better. And it for being in parts, you know, the battery going and then other things. This is another reason I really don't do tutorials that often, because little things go wrong. But then I'm getting more confident and I think, you know, we all make little mistakes and it gives a giggle, I think, you know. I always laugh at myself because I am a bit of a sarky person, like my humour's a bit sarky, and I think if I'm going to take the mick out of somebody else, I have to be happy having the mick taken out of me, which I am, because you'll just get a bit of banter back, obviously. So yeah, there is a gap there, but this will cover that up. So you actually only need one strip, I think. You might need two, but you know, you can guess it how you go. So I'm just going to put a little bit of tape there so my little message can go on there. I did do it the wrong, like I said, the wrong way. I wanted it that way and I went that way. This is a Spellbinder die that I've had for ages. It's one of the label ones. I can't remember what it's called. I've had it a long time, and it's one that I use a lot. I use it for tags. It's a shape that I really like. So I'm going to just pop that on there, and then, all being well, you do have to wiggle your belly band on a bit. So you just have to wiggle it over. So that's why, another reason you don't want it too tight. And that is it completed. So thank you very much for watching. Hope it all made sense. Oh no, I nearly forgot. I was going to read through the stuff again. So let me just read through everything again, just to refresh us all. So to start with, you need card 28 by 28 centimetres, which you score at 7 centimetres and 21 centimetres, or you could do like I did, 7 turned and 7. Then you mark at 14 centimetres on all sides and score diagonally from each 14 centimetre mark to the next 14 centimetre mark. Step 3, score diagonally on each of the small corners from 7 centimetres to the next 7 centimetre mark. So that's like your little square bit. Then fold each of the 7 centimetres and 21 centimetre score lines and burnish with your bone fold. So that's where we folded them inwards, so it was a bit like a gate fold. Turn your card over and fold each of the diagonal score lines. Burnish the score lines well. Turn your card back. Pull the centre of each long side forward. You should find the card naturally wants to bend so that all the corners fold back. When you're happy with the folds, turn your card over and rub over the back of the card. And then you decorate how I explained. And then you use decorative papers to decorate your card. So you have one piece at 13 by 13 centimetres, which you cut diagonally and then cut each triangle in half, so you end up with 4 large triangles. Then you need 2 pieces that are 12 by 12 centimetres, and they're cut diagonally, then half, and then half again, so you end up with 16 small triangles. And then you place them how I've shown and explained. and then you can add decorative paper in the middle and stuff like that, and making the belly band. So I hope that all makes sense. If you want an envelope, because I'm going to do an envelope, but I'm not doing it on camera because I've done an envelope tutorial before. So your envelope needs to be your paper for your envelope needs to be 23.7 by 23.7 centimetres. And if you've got a punch board, you punch at 11.9 centimetres. So I've got the Stampin' Up board, which is the same, envelope board, which is the same as Memory Keepers, so that sort of thing. So I'll just say that again for the envelope. So the envelope paper size to start with needs to be 23.7 centimetres by 23.7 centimetres, and you punch at 11.9 centimetres. So if you're used to the scoreboard, you'll work that out. So I hope that all makes sense, and I will see you when I see you. Bye.